I think as a boy and as a man, the most impressive thing still is the weapons, the high technology weapon, and also the Air Force. So it's very cheerful, to see the country is strong and growing.
25 years ago, China had none of those, so there was no theme. What was really interesting at that time was that I remember there was one float that came down, and it was a very big banner. The big banner said, 第一文件, the number one document. Well, at that time, the number one document was probably the most important. Not the space program, there was none. But what is important is like the number one document. What is number one document? It was to announce to the farmers that the Chinese policy for the farmers, or the land policy for the farmers, will not change for 50 years.
我就当时就说，哎呀。
In 1999, I asked why there wasn't an overseas Chinese float. Since we were part of Chinese people, every province in the region, including Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau, each had their own floats. So we came up with the idea then. Last year, when we had a meeting of the European Federation of Chinese Organizations, we said we should organize a group to participate in the parade for the 60th anniversary. So this April, we submitted this request to the Office of Overseas Chinese Affairs and the State Council, saying that we wanted to celebrate the 60th birthday and share in the glory of our motherland.
合理要求能够有一个华侨的方队或者花车。
The government wants to make sure that through this kind of events, that the goal of the Chinese government or the Chinese, people is very clear. That there is no deviation of it. This is our goals. We're going to follow these principles, and this is what we're going to continue to do. That's impressive for the local Chinese, okay? But for the overseas Chinese, they're getting the same message as well. For the outside world, it also inspires, I believe, a lot of confidence.
This year's parade is more formal, and the spirit is much higher. And all the Chinese feel at the recent year, they get recognized by the rest of the world, and also they get respect. As the Chinese people like to make friends, I think to all over the world, we will continue to make friends, and we will share, because a friend in need is a friend in